What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to this multi-time frame forecast. We're going to be going over USDCAD. And before we get started, I want you guys to do one thing, and that is just like this video down below. And it really does support us, and it gives everyone else the opportunity to see these videos, learn from it, and potentially scrape away some pips as well. Leading into the elections is going to be extremely volatile, obviously, this week and the weeks moving forward. That's why it's imperative that you are following along and practicing proper risk management. Now, that being said, if you like this video, we can get straight back into it on USDCAD. We've already done analysis on this pair previously, that's why it's marked up. So if you do not know why we have it marked up as such, please be sure to go back and check for the chart. But just real quick, to give you a quick summary of why we marked it up at the way we did, we'll recap it right here. So as always, what we're doing is we're looking at critical areas of structure that are relative to where price is at or where it could potentially be going. And in addition to that, we're just going to be looking for some general trends. And for this particular pair, we didn't see any significant trends that were worth noting. So we just had like somewhat of an upward trend right here, but you can see there's only 2 points of intersection, which means it's still needing a third point for it to be confirmed as a valid trend line. So we ended up just deleting this one. And you can see right here the previous support or resistance zone turned to be resistance right here. Just need one more to confirm it. However, with this structure area right here, we could see that it was monthly, weekly structural support. We got a 100% fib retracement of the previous weekly leg, which was this leg right here. And that's why we wanted to treat this area as a viable opportunity for us to buy once more. We could see back on the candlestick chart that we had a huge impulsive pattern to the upside, which is indicative of it continuing upward after a healthy retracement. And this was 100% retracement, so we're just going to be naturally looking for some rebounding action on this critical area of structure, which already occurred. Now, if we go down to the weekly time frame, we see this beautiful trend line right here that was basically telling us that we are likely going to be needing to break this if we're going to want to see some upward momentum, and that's what we did. So not only did we break it, but we also confirmed it with a slightly higher low here as well. So as you can see, we got a low, we got a slightly higher low. However, that slightly higher low is beyond the trend line, and it is bullish as well. So we broke it to the upside, we confirmed it, we're still testing and trading above this area of structure, and that's why we got this nice bullish candle right here. So basically what we're looking for right now is just a solid entry condition for us to get into. So we could see right here we have a harmonics pattern that's forming, and basically what this is telling us is that we have a probability of it coming down a bit, which is good for us because we can come in on the neckline or even on this triple bottom right here. So what we're looking for is this healthy retracement for us to get into on this daily time frame so that we can move towards entering and executing this trade safely. So really straightforward, guys. We're just looking at executing this trade, being patient on an entry point. We'll probably see something happen next week. Like I said, elections are next week, so we want to be a little bit careful as far as trading goes and making sure that we are, in fact, being cautious about our risk management. Placing stop losses during election week is imperative if you want to preserve your account. So basically, we just want to recap. We are pretty close to entry. Let's go down to our entry conditions. Remember, we've already built a script. So if you want to use the script to help you with entering, just to know that whether or not contextually the environment is bearish or bullish, feel free to message us directly and we could give you directions on how to utilize the script as well. But you can see we have two gradients, two greens. So in a gradient, the darker green is telling us that it is in fact ready to buy, and just the green background in general is telling us that we are in a bullish environment. So we're in a bullish environment right now. We're waiting for a healthy retracement on the lower time frames, so the daily time frame right now, just as an entry point for us. So what we'll do is we'll mark this up real quick. Hopefully it's as simple as this. And then let's go back to the weekly and mark it up real quick. So with this TP1, the reason why we set it up here, as you guys can see already, is it was previous structure on the weekly time frame or the monthly time frame, the 50% fib retracement. So this is our short-term target. Now we have another long-term target, which we're going to use the same parameters for our stop loss. The only difference is we're going to make it a little bit bigger so we know what we're talking about, is we have a greater TP for this particular trade. Um, so in all honesty, we're looking at using this second TP as our take profit because of the structure. The previous structure was here as well. Let's see. But the thing is because it was a previous high, it's unlikely that we're going to see 100% retracement. So to be a little bit more realistic, we're going to bring it back down. So this is going to be a closer to a 1-to-3 risk reward ratio. And like always with all the other trades, what you can do is dynamically shift your stop losses and take profits so that you are scraping away as many pips as possible on these long-term targets, because we don't know what the charts are going to do. We can only respond to what the charts are going to do. And in that case, what we need to be sure of is to dynamically move our stop losses and take profits to reflect price accordingly. So it could have a healthy retracement up to the previous high, but you can see this is a 61 fib zone, so that's another thing we want to add right here. And then we'll do 61% fib of the weekly. So it's more likely based on price action and structure and the fibs that it's likely going to reverse from here. But it could make it all the way up to this 88, which would be the previous structural close of this leg. So this is USDCAD, guys. Hopefully you guys are following along, and hopefully you guys are taking away some pips. If you guys have been following along, you know that we have scraped away close to 144 pips this week. So if you want to not only learn what we're doing, but also scrape away some pips along the way, be sure to message us privately. We are more than happy to teach you how to go about doing that. Like I said, we do run a management program as well as delivering signals and obviously these videos, which give you free setups and education. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this. You guys are making some money as well. Be safe next week. Hopefully you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like this idea, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.